What's going on, guys? Big's bringing you another One Piece trading card game video. Today we're going to be talking about Katakuri in set 3. Um, I said he's S tier. You can argue A, but I still think that this deck is super strong. Um, he's playing a slightly fair, unfair kind of game where you have all these trigger cards that come off of life. So you want to play it kind of loose to chess with how you're taking damage. Just because you can potentially just hit these free bodies, which is massive because again they're 5k beaters for free. You invest no Don, your turn is not wasted. Your leader ability helps you set this up. Quick tip, I always like to give mirror match tips. Against any yellow deck, you want to be using your leader ability to manipulate the opponent's life, not your own. This may delay your ability to set up like a free board, quote unquote. However, it will impair your opponent from being able to set up. So if your opponent is only doing it to themselves, you can disrupt their ability. I actually think this is why he beats Big Mom more than not. Just because even though she can technically, quote unquote, set up her life, you can disrupt that very easily with just one attack. And notably, it happens before any damage is done. So just by nature of swinging, you can stop yourself from getting like thunderbolted or getting a free blocker out of your opponent or a beater, etc. So I like Katakuri in all yellow mirrors. And then again, his ability is just super offensive. Besides the free beaters, you have the best top end in the game. Katakuri is amazing removal, as well as the ability to keep yourself alive in a lot of games by putting cards back in top of your life. Notably the Shirahoshi card. You can switch this number around, but I like her at 2 for right now. You can put Shirahoshi back on top of your life after you get it to trigger once and then re-trigger her again. That's potentially 6 cards that you get to see. You can protect other cards. Sometimes I've done it to just keep myself in the game. You can put a pudding back in your life just to have an extra life to tank a hit. And then your 2 moms are very important. This mom for when you're on the play going first just helps fill that curve, and then more times than not you'll get a free life because your opponent doesn't want to trash anything. And then your 10 drop mom will end games. If you see 2 of them and can play 2 and survive, your chances of winning that game are like 99.999%. So yeah, this card is one of the best bombs in the game, better than Ninebeard in my opinion, better than 10 drop Kaido, because Kaido, if you're at 1 or less life, sometimes even 2 is not enough to keep yourself alive, you're dead. So I think she's one of the best cards to come in the next set. If you like playing big, bomby, splashy cards, I love 10 drop mom. So yeah, you just have really efficient beaters, free card draw, ways to survive. The event package you can play around with. Thunderbolt will let you kill things, but again, it's not the most relevant ability all the time. In yellow mirrors, it does help you break them, just because you'll be able to kill their beaters for free. The caveat is if you do draw it, it's almost kind of dead because you don't really want to trash your life unless you're going for game. And then the Sikoku Sovereignty. The trigger is nice. I have used it to keep myself alive, just by ditching dead cards that have no counter, and then adding another life. And then 5k when you use it as a counter card is amazing because it changes the math entirely. Your opponent has to attach that extra Don to hit 10 to make swings actually take counters out of your hand. So I like this a lot. But that's yellow in a nutshell, guys. Let's hop into some games. Okay, I can't get a game to finish for the life of me. So let's see if we can get this going. He goes first, which is interesting, but my hand is ass-tastic. It's not wonderful. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep awkward hand. And hope my life takes care of me. It's not the best, but it's workable. We have a 4 and a 10. We will take this, get rewarded, trash 1. plays brand new. What does he search? Yeah, it's Sakazuki, which is okay because he can't play it until 2 turns. My hand looking a little sketch. View my life. Place that on the fucking bottom. What is that deck? Do I want to? No. We're talking about a deck that could potentially double swing you, and I don't want any of that smoke. So while I do want to take life, I don't want to take it that fast. Yep, and attack for 6. Always little things, guys, when you're playing, just sequencing correctly. I played the Katakuri before swinging first, which is something normally you wouldn't do because of trigger effects. Black does have Impact Wave, which will kill a 4-drop, but you also don't gain Rush if he decides to take the life, because then I go to 4 and he goes to 3. So sometimes it's worth playing with fire. I did it there just because Lucci doesn't always play the full set of Impact Wave, so I decided to gamble there. It's between 2 and 4. Sometimes they like to drop it, and when they're playing Air Door, I think it's 4 Air Door, 2 Impact Wave in those lists. So he's swinging 8 at Smoothie. Okay. No shot he discards 2 cards, right? There ain't no way. There is a way. Are you gonna attach the last 2? I'm okay with that. I'm gonna get my last bit of value here, put him very, very low. And stick my Sped Up. And then Big Mom should win me the game. We'll swing 7. Impact Wave. Yep. And then we'll go 9. Oh, sorry, 8. View my top life. Place it on the bottom. Doesn't really do much for me, and then we'll play Sped Up. This is Sakazuki turn now. Damn, 2 life and he's only at 7 on. That's pretty good for me. What did he discard, by the way? He discarded a blocker and Isho. So he has Sakazuki in hand and 6 unknowns. Yeah, you got it. I'm just playing until 10 drop turns. If he doesn't put me too low here, that's really good. I wonder if I get punished for that. Maybe putting the preemptive play to see if I can stick a 7-drop. Alright, cool. I didn't get too punished for that. Bad sequencing by me. But I already did. I think I bottomed one already, so not the worst. We'll attack again, view my top life, we will place it on top. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'll keep it there. I'd rather just have it there, to be honest with you. We'll play another Sped Up. So right now my opponent has to deal with my board, and he's going to get smothered by Big Mom's big booty. I will actually counter. Let's make him commit resources to clear. Because if I just give him the free one here, then he pops the other one. less for him to invest and worry about. And that's the game. I mean, realistically, there's no way he plays out of 2 big bombs back to back. And then I also get like free swings off these guys. So that's it. All right, guys, we got a game into Law. I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never actually tested this matchup just because not a lot of people play Law in OPO3, despite the fact that I still think it's a really strong deck. So we're gonna test it out for the first time. Like legit, I think I've got 0 matchup experience with Yellow into Law. I played Law into Yellow, but let's see. Playing it from the other side. I'm gonna play Sanji. He can still be running Vista, but honestly, I still think it's worth it to get a potential draw. Alright, no Vista punish. That means I get a free swing here. Take it. No trigger in port. Not too bad. So we'll just attack with Sanji. Get a free draw. We'll take top life. Yeah. Best case scenario would have been seeing pudding, but it is what it is. So going 5. Normally they'd be pretty okay with taking damage there. So I'm gonna put him to 2 pretty quickly. You my life. I'll leave it on top. Then pass. So this should be a free dot on swing here. It's hard to say if our top end will be able to overwhelm Law before he can rush me down. He is playing a very slow version though. I don't like Nico Robin. If you're still playing Robin in set 3, I think you're playing incorrectly. I'm not saying there isn't a metagame where that might work. If you're playing more Zeros, possibly. I think she requires too much setup, and even then she has a lot of whiffs against certain matchups, so meh, to be honest. I could discard 2, get a free life here. Resolve. Pedo is a free discard. I think I don't want my 7 drop mom, so I think I will use it this way. And just get rid of some dead cards in hand. Just because I'm gonna go 6 into 10 here. There's a Hawkins. Yeesh. Question is, do I play Shirahoshi to potentially bounce back? I think I'm gonna 100% have to hit the Hawkins. So I don't know about that. Let's just play the pudding and see what I get first. And then think about it later. Not the greatest. I'll take Pedo. And we'll attack. View my life. I'll leave it on top. Feels like an easy radical beam. That way you can save your blockers. I am yellow. I don't have ways to clear these things easily. The only card I have is the 2k counter chef guy. What's his name? Strusen. I had to discard a trigger card to do it though. That's the only way I can kill little 1-drops. So I like it. I think Rad Beam is worth using, and then you just preserve blockers for when I eventually slam down the thickness. Alright, he's going 7. I'll take its pudding. I'll take one more. There's not really a threat of more damage coming, and I get a free body. I'll discard Shirahoshi. Because like I said, I'm not gonna let this stick. I think this is the correct choice though. Just get the value out of your Hawkins before he disappears. So, I can agree with this. We'll attack with Sparrow. He is holding Gibson Dawn up, so you can tap down the other 5. I'm okay with that. I'd rather have it happen now than later. Yeah. Again, just preserving these blockers for as long as he can, because eventually these two will be swinging on him, and he will have to block to stay alive, because it's going to be too hard to counter from him, even with Radical Beams or another Gibson. So it's going on the bottom. I don't want him having access to it until I'm going for my game-ending turn. I think he's trying to end it. I don't know if I agree. We'll see what happens. I think trying to clear board was okay. I think my last life is a dead card. So he's gonna shambles into another law restand is what it looked like. Interessante. I think this is okay. It just gives me the highest chance of coming back. So if I play 7 Mom, right? He could choose to trash the life, which is what we want. And then that'll leave me more Dawn to attack with 6 times, potentially. 5 more realistically. So I think 7 is better, but again, his hand probably stacked. He has at least 2 Nami in hand. The Dodon that he's bounced. So that's 3, and then if this is real, another beam, and then 3 unknowns. Potential 2Ks. It's a little sketch. A little sketchy. Do I attempt to clear? Does that do anything? Because I won't be able to answer the 5-drop law that's still standing. So I think my best case scenario is just go for it. So we'll attack 6. Then we'll play here. No. Yeah, there wasn't much I could do here. Let me attack for 8. So yeah. Unfortunately, not having the ability to keep myself up to resolve 10 Mom to have it be a threat was kind of like why we lost there. I mean, he had it all. He had the aggressive start that I was talking about, so he was able to finish me in time and just enough defensive tools to keep him in the game. Yellow not having ways to answer cheap things like this, I think is balanced, by the way, because again, their top end's broken, but It is what it is, so I'll let him have his W. Ew. Sure. Don't play this card. Alright, we got a game into Yellow Mirror. As I said before, we're only going to be targeting our opponent's life here when it's our Katakuri ability, so that's the long and short of it. We're not really going to be doing it to ourselves. We're just going to leave it to RNG. So we're going to attack. The opponent's top. That's a bottom. Don't want to give him free draw right now. Let's see what he decides to do here. He got another trigger anyway. That sucks. That's fine though. That's just information for me. 5 cards in hand. Tax 5. I'll use my Shirahoshi to counter for the first one. I'll counter there, and then I'll let him hit me in the face this turn. So Shirahoshi is last. I do have to keep that in mind. Just kill there. It's pretty free. I don't want to give him extra information yet. We're at 6. I can play 7 next turn. Just attack here. The opponent's top. I don't have him yet. So Shirahoshi Mom, and then 2. It's unknown. He gets a 2-key counter, which isn't the end of the world. So I can go Sped Up. We'll play Girl. I'll take Sanji, honestly. Just because my turns are pretty self-explanatory for 8 and 9, or 8 and 10. And then I'll let him go. 7 Dawn is 7 Mom turn for him as well, though. So we're going to kind of be at parity here. I don't have to worry about it. Does he attack here is the question? It does. I kind of want to keep Roseware alive a little bit. So now, just because I want to have pressure on board. He left it on top. Okay. So we'll counter that. I'm not going to have open Dawn anyway, so like I said, I want to keep my Paraspar alive. Let's see what he decides to do here. Goes for it. I'm not using that card, so let's just play 2 into 2. 7. Out of the options that he has, yeah, you can have that. So this is Onikoku. We'll attack 5. Start burning the hand down. What do we choose, friend? Life. I do love the flavor on the 7 Drop Mom. It's like straight from the anime, or the manga, whatever medium you choose. So Daifuku. Just gonna draw his Katakuri this turn. That's fine. I'm just gonna slam multiple 10 drops on him now. Resolves, use trigger. I'll get rid of Thunderbolt. So I still get to keep pressure, even though he's gonna Katakuri my mommy. Mommy. Interesting. Oh, that definitely just means he has 10 drop. So we're just gonna attack 5 to 5 a couple times, burn the hand down. It's just gonna be the battle of moms. Let's go. Your turn. Alright, so now I know his top 2 is Shirahoshi and then Mom's on the bottom. Which, honestly, I'm okay with. So I'd rather... I'll go 12 into 8. Which is pretty big. Yeah, I didn't think he was going to burn 3 cards. Okay. Alright, we'll burn another one. Oh man, that would have been real bad, because that's that would have been 2 Shirahoshis back to back. The man would have saw the deck. I'm actually okay with this, depending on what he wants to do here. Does he have another mom? This is literally what this game comes down to a lot of the times, is who draws more top end than the other. Yep. There it is. Son of a beach. Katakuri doesn't do shit, so I'm just going to... I mean, I could put her on top and then defend myself. There's another option. So let's burn a counter. That's a 2k. Not very many 2Ks though. I think with the amount of 2K counters in the hand, I can just safely go for this here. I will go 5. Yep. Does he have 10 drop number 3? I'll cry. Mother sucker. Well, obviously I have to, because then he just attacks me for 22. Man, some people just have all the luck. Fuck. I can't even go like Katakuri blocker with Brule. Oh yeah. Just go 12, like we did before. Let's it go. Interessante. You could have Thunderbolt still. I've only seen one Thunderbolt. Yeah. So I don't want to just play Brule and hope I get there. So we'll attack the opponent's top, leave it on there. Put pudding there. Let's hope we don't die, fellas. He's added 2 top life, so I actually don't remember. I think it's still I'm on there. On the bottom somewhere. Wow, this is my whole hand. This is a crazy game, guys. Jesus Christ. He's used 3. Yeah, I just blew like my whole load. That's 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I just keep drawing them. 5 would put it to 17. Jesus. I don't even know what to do here mathematically. What is the right decision? Because I can't kill him. With Ikoku, potentially. Let's attack 12 first. Let's take 1 out of the equation, make my math slightly easier. We know he has Daifuku, and then 4 unknown, so he has at least 1. I don't know. What is life? We'll play this girl. We'll take this, and hope we survive, boys and girls. I need 5 down open for these 2. So I can go 3, and then 1 here. It's still sketchy. Sure. What are you gonna do? Yep. Two, 3, and then the last one's on the bottom. I mean, he 100% has the last Thunderbolt, right? He has 18 cards left in deck after drawing 6. Oh, fuck my life. There was no other way out of this game. Maybe I could have left them with 1. No shot. Thunderbolt with no life. This effect is no longer active. So we just 2K out. The fact that I won this game, y'all. This can no longer bump itself. You can only get to 8 if he Thunderbolts this. I don't even think you can activate Thunderbolt without life, if I'm not mistaken, according to the wording. Yeah, you have to trash your life. Hey, we got there, baby. Alright, guys. That was all the games for Kata today. This was the list one more time. Pretty happy with it overall. Performed really well. Things you can play around with, in my opinion, are your Shirahoshi count. Whether you find her relevant for you is, I think, subjective, but I still think she's a good fit for the deck just because of how your leader ability works. So I like her a lot. And obviously, your 8 and 7s can switch. You could play 2 8s, 3 7s, but I think because we're primarily go second deck because we want to hit 10 on time, I think this is okay. The 5 drops, also, you can switch them out for the 4 drop vanillas. But I think we're good on 4s personally between all your trigger guys and the 2 rush Katakuri. So up to you, up to you. But I feel like the list is super tight, and then obviously you can play around with the events. Like I said, this is not relevant all the time. It's better against the mirror matches, in my opinion. And maybe like if you get really lucky against a Whitebeard or actually any red deck, because they're also all playing Marco. Like if they only have the 1 Marco to protect themselves when they swing out, this couldn't catch them off guard and make swinging into them a lot easier. So you do have RNG there. So again, this is depends on your metagame, in my opinion, come release. I love the Ikoku Sovereignty. I'm liking it a lot better than the 1-drop event that I was running. Just the extra stats, like in that last game, would have kept me alive. My opponent would have needed a lot to go right for him. So I like this. And yeah, I mean, Katakuri is a fair-ish deck. So, and it's not red. So I know people are gonna like that. And how can you say no to like free attackers? Everybody likes to say that, oh, you know, Dofi lets you play shit for free. No, this is actual free. I played nothing, and I got a free 5k beater. So I like this a lot. That's said, guys, if you liked the video, please like, subscribe, comment down below what you guys want to see next. Wish me luck on my finals. Peace.